Welcome to the NMTA Content Test Review for Reading and Language Arts. I am Dr. Chris Milyard, your facilitator. You should consider various strategies that you could use to teach or reinforce any of the following reading and language skills. There are 5 basic components of reading: phonics, phonemic awareness, comprehension, vocabulary, and fluency. Phonics is the study of the relationship between the sounds and symbols for the purpose of learning to read and spell. Some guiding principles for phonics instruction are that phonics knowledge is developmental. All 5-year-olds will not be at the same level in pre-reading skills. Phonics instruction should be integrated into beginning reading and writing instruction and not taught in isolation. Phonics instruction includes teacher decision-making. In other words, teachers should intentionally teach and reinforce phonics skills. Also, peer teaching is useful in phonics instruction. Fluency is one component in reading. Strategies to successfully teach this component are for the teacher to model fluent reading, and also to allow students to practice and perform aloud. Students should practice common sight words and high-frequency words often, and adjust and apply different reading rates to match the text. In addition, using punctuation to enhance phrasing and prosody, end marks, commas, etc. For example, taking a breath after a comma, dropping your voice at the period, or raising your voice at a question. Accuracy is another component to reading. Strategies to teach this component might be using the pictures, asking the students to consider, do the words and pictures match? Do they make sense? Also emphasizing beginning and ending sounds or blending sounds, and encouraging students to stretch and reread the word. Students can chunk letters and sounds together, or even skip a word and come back once they have completed the sentence. They can trade a word or guess a word that might make sense using the pictures as clues. Vocabulary development is a very important part of teaching reading. Teachers should model and encourage voracious reading. In order to develop vocabulary, they should introduce interesting words and use the new vocabulary in their speaking and writing. They can use pictures, illustrations, and diagrams. They can also use word parts to determine the meaning of words, like prefixes, suffixes, origins, or abbreviations. Students can draw from their prior knowledge and context to predict or confirm the meaning of a word. And it is good to engage students periodically in activities that help them add to their knowledge of the terms in their vocabulary notebooks. Comprehension means that I understand what I read. Strategies for teaching comprehension are numerous. Some might be checking for understanding, asking the students to back up and reread, to retell the story in their own words, to use prior knowledge to connect with the text, or to make a picture or mental image. The teacher should ask guiding questions throughout the reading process. Students can be asked to predict what might happen, to use the text to confirm, infer, and support with evidence, and also using the text features such as titles, headings, captions, and graphic features to assist with comprehension, and to employ higher-level thinking skills of cause and effect, compare and contrast, or summarizing in reading activities. Writing is a component of language arts. Teachers should recognize that writing is a process and that there are developmental stages in writing, such as pre-writing, drafting, proofreading, and publishing. Spelling is also developmental. Students need to write to various audiences and purposes and should be exposed to writing in various modes, such as persuasive, narrative, descriptive, and evaluative. Writing instruction also includes the application of grammar and mechanics. In order for you to become successful in the reading and language arts portion of the test, you should become familiar with the structure and content by reading the sample questions in the study guide found at NMTA website, www.nmta.nesinc.com. You should also review each competency to be covered in the Reading and Language Arts section of the test. Following are some resources that can assist you as you study for the Reading and Language Arts portion of the test. Each of these sources can support your successful passing of the Reading and Language Arts portion. Thank you.